Hello YouTubers, this is the one and only Sonic Ranger bringing back to the reviewing station today the previous review toy that has caught a lot of heat due to my lack of oversight and not enough in-depth moments. So your feedback has made it clear and pretty obvious, this is the first ever REDU review on this toy review channel, dedicated to the incredible Marvel Legends Edge of Spider-Verse Spider-Gwen action figure that is somewhat a part of the Absorbing-Man Build-A-Figure wave. And I say sorta due to the fact that the Build-A-Figure piece that she comes included with is actually an accessory and not an actual body part to Absorbing-Man. Taking a look at the package that houses Spider-Gwen and her included content from within. Oh wait, we just did. Bet you didn't realize that one. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, on to the back. Scope out the two figures that are under the label Edge of Spider-Verse line. Obviously the first one is Spider-Gwen, duh, but hey, is Peter Parker's second and more successful clone Ben Reilly, also known as the Scarlet Spider, or Spider-Man, because there was a time that this Spider-Man became the Spider-Man for a few run-arounds in the Marvel Universe. The two characters are represented to their simplistic origins via the text on the top right of the card back that reads, "When radioactive spiders are turned loose in the lab, these scientists obtain web-slinging superpowers." Is that it? Down below all that nonsense, get a load of the 7 figures in this wave that you'll need to fully complete the Absorbing-Man buildable action figure, which features Edge of Spider-Verse duo Scarlet Spider and Spider-Gwen, followed by the villains of the night Morbius and Jack-O-Lantern, then there's Venom, and leading in last, some superior foes of the web-slinger himself, Marvel's Beetle and Speed Demon. All things considered, and just like the previous incarnation of this review, I'm totally on board with this one. From the very clean paint work of the eyes that fade off into the whites of the mask, to the web work from within the hood and the underarms, it seems that Hasbro really went the extra mile to give us a very nice representation of Spider-Gwen just as the way she came from her standalone comic book series. Taking an in-depth look at her accessories, and it's not much, but seriously nothing to cry home about, Spider-Gwen features 2 different forms of her signature hood on her costume, with the addition of an alternate head to give the toy more of an impression to the collector. It is a very nice head sculpt of Gwen Stacy not donning her white mask, but due to constraints, form-fitting it onto the hooded piece is not possible. Sure, it's a little bit of a nitpick seeing how in the comics she's able to wear the hood at times without her spider mask on, but hey, you can't always get what you want, I guess. At the hands, and the figure has 2 individual sculpts to tie in with the set, featuring an enclosed fist on the left and a web-slinging gesture on the right. Into the articulation department with this superheroine, and she carries with her a slew at that, with a ball and hinge socket to the head creating multiple points to the figure's posability at the head. There's ball joints consisting to the shoulder area, rotation at the elbow, also followed by a single joint. At the hands, there's rotation and a hinge for folding them in and back out. The figure features a ball joint at the upper part of her body sculpt with the ability to rotate around a full 360, moving this much down, then this much back. There's ball joints at the hips, moving the legs forward about this much, and back, well, not so much. The ability to split the legs is hindered due to the sculpt, with this being the best that you'll get out of the joints. There's a cut below the hips to give thigh articulation to the figure, some double jointed knees, lower leg rotation, and last but certainly the best out of any modern era Marvel Legends figure, the iconic and well received ankle joints that sports a hinge joint going forward and back with the crazy ankle rocker pivot that everyone can't get enough of. As for scaling, this figure stands a little under 6 inches in height and wraps around the scale of your everyday teenage crime fighter just fine, especially when compared to some of those much older and better well-known heroes and villains of the Legends series. As for the Build-A-Figure piece that Spider-Gwen comes with, it's just one of those last-minute add-ons to the set. It's a simple wrecking ball with no paint love and really no play value whatsoever, so when it comes to that, it's a wreck alright, for the set alone. So finally, with all said and done, the figure in my sight is a must-own and receives a solid 8 out of 10 score. From the choices of accessories to be used for the mold to pretty much the decent points of playability, there is no doubt that Spider-Gwen will make the highlight of your current stand of Marvel Legends, or just for the ongoing gallery of Spider-Men and women throughout the cosmos of the Marvel Universe. With not much else to say, I'll go ahead and wrap up this video review, so if you have any questions or comments in regards to the action figure at hand, please feel free to comment down below. And while you're at it, be sure to leave some feedback for this exhausting work I conjured up for your viewing pleasure today by clicking either the like or dislike button. To stay up to date with my ongoing adventure into the reviewing station and other things to come, click the subscribe button down below. And this is the one and only Sonic Ranger signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you whenever you see me.